Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Like I said yesterday, today is the day we're going to use this brush on silicone rubber from J Diction. So I am not an affiliate with J Diction. They just sent this to me. Sometimes every once in a great while I'll get a package from them and they don't even tell me it's coming. So we're going to try this today. I'm very interested to see how it works because like I said yesterday I saw Steve McDonald do this last month. And I was like, I had so many questions, so I'm going to answer my own questions. These are A to B, 1-to-1 by weight, so I need to go grab my scale. I just now noticed that. But before that, I got a ton of happy mail in today. I just want to give shout outs first to begin with. So I got a package from Fanny again, and this time Fanny made me something. She didn't buy this. Look at these. Can you tell who's for who? Like red, white, and blue. Little guy with the cowboy hat on is for Dawn. And this sparkly little girl is for me in blue, of course, because she knows my favorite color. So cute. Oh, and she even wrote her name. Oh, thank you, Fanny. Thank you so much. These are so adorable. And in the package, she also sent a whole package of these flags that maybe we can incorporate into something in the near future. And then I received from Barbara Valente, she had this candy mailed to us from the UK. She must know that it's very good to be shipping something from the UK. It's called the Lonely Broomsticks Most Delicious Pygmy Puff Fluff. And the Lonely Broomsticks Magical Mandrake Treats. Screamingly delicious. And these are artesian mallows. So they must be for Dawn. I don't understand why you needed to go to the UK to get candy. But thank you so much, Barbara. And at first I didn't know who it was from until I saw the actual paper showing the buyer's name. So Barbara, you are too much. Then I got another package today. I do not know who these came from. These are keychains with the Holy Bible. And I had to open one because I'm like, what do you mean the Holy Bible? So I took one out of the package. How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them. Gold, black, and silver. I opened it up and unbelievably, the Holy Bible is written in here. Look at how tiny. I don't have a magnifying glass, or I would be looking to see if those are actual words because they have pictures in them as well. This is unbelievable. So I will definitely hand these out. Absolutely, no problem. Whoever you are, let me know who you are in the comments or email me and let me know who you are so I can thank you properly. Also in the bag, this was from Amazon, are these little tiny, these little food embellishments. So there's like a croissant and a hot dog and a hamburger and a sandwich. So these are going to go with all my little embellishments. So whoever you are, mystery person, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I didn't even know something like this existed. I mean, it's shocking to me that there's actually the Bible written in here, and it looks like it really is. So that is really, really cool. Okay, that's it for the mail. Let me go grab what I'm going to make. And we're going to try this and hopefully it works out well and I can give it a good review. In the box came these and also some instructions. So these are silicone brushes. That's, I guess, what they want you to use to paint it on. So hopefully they work. I mean, I might cut one to make it a little more stable. I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to. So let's just see what this says. Weigh correctly, mix the rubber, about 3 minutes, scraping sides and bottom, as usual. Apply with a brush, so that's what they're doing. So they place the item on a horizontal surface, pour the mixed silicone from the top of the original item and apply it evenly with a brush. Use a brush to brush the silicone that has flowed onto the table back onto the item. So I'm going to put some parchment paper on here so I can peel it off in one felt swoop because what I saw Steve do, then that's what they're doing here. So you allow the first layer to cure 10 to 15 minutes before applying a second layer. Repeat as needed depending on the mold's requirements. So I guess we just make that decision on how well it's been coated. Silicone has high viscosity, making bubbles difficult to eliminate, but this does not affect it. And that is my question. Since I can't put this in the vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out, I don't see how we're not going to have bubbles on the piece. But hey, they sent it to me, so I'm trying it. Then you demold the item and create it. So what they have done, because it's not in a normal block of silicone to flip it over and fill it, you have to put that rim inside something like a glass, or depending on what you're making, a bowl. I don't know. It depends what I'm going to make. I better start with something small. I'm not sure. So yeah, let's get started. Let me grab everything that I need. I was packing up all the stuff and I found this. This is a magnifying glass that came with these little Bibles. And lo and behold, those are real words in there. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking. So I just wanted to come back and tell you that. It was in the little bag that I had left, that I took them out. So if you order these, you'll get a little magnifying glass. You might need a bigger one than this so you can actually read it. Or it's too bad they don't give you one for each one so you can hand it out with the actual Bible. So that's all I had to say. I'll be right back. I forgot to tell you guys, I also got my Into Resin order already. It was like lightning fast this month, but I'm not going to unbox that today. We're going to do that tomorrow. So we'll see what's in there. I can't remember. I always forget. I pulled out this little guy. This little guy's going in my eBay store any day now. I just haven't put it out there yet. And this is going to be my normal mold, the way I make the normal molds. But I figured, you know what? He's 3D. He's not that huge. So if I mess it up, it ain't going to be that bad. Plus, I didn't pay for this, so we're going to try it anyway. I have no idea how much to do, so we're going to pour until I think that's enough. Oh, this stuff is some thick stuff. I'm going to do, say, 2 ounces of each. Or close. This is really thick. This isn't like any silicone I've used, so maybe it will work. I don't know. It's got to be thick though, because otherwise it would just like fall right off this piece. That's what I can't understand. So I'm glad that I get to actually try this. And this is good for when you don't have a mold housing to fit something. There's 2 ounces of A. And then we'll see how gloopy this one is. Oh yeah, it is gloopy. So we're gonna go to 4 ounces. I don't know if they weigh the same thing or if they're different per ounce. I guess it doesn't really matter. Hoping I don't go over. 3.2. 3.4. 3.6, 7, another squirt, 3.9. I'm trying to get it exact. Hopefully that's exact. It's really, really close. Yep, 4.0. Okay, I'm just gonna close these and, oh wow, is that thick? That is super duper thick. Wow. I didn't expect that. Okay. Well, it's getting easier to stir as you stir it. So one of those parts are thicker than the other. Okay, I'm just going to stir this for the next 3 minutes. Not on camera. That would be really boring for you guys. But definitely make sure you scrape your sides and your bottom. And I don't think they want you to like overmix, because I think you have to use it pretty quickly. So let me go over by a clock since I'm using my phone, and I'm gonna go time myself for 3 minutes, okay? All right, my 3 minutes is up, and my suggestion would be get a sturdier cup than this plastic, get a sturdier stick than this, because it was hard on my hand. So I'm just going to do what it says and drape it around this little fella. and use the brush, I guess. Because there's a lot of bubbles in here. This is my question. How in the world, look at that, you could just wrap it right around a little character. Oh wow, this stuff is kind of cool. I probably made too much, but again, who would know? And I'm gonna let this cure for the 15-20 minutes they said, I guess, and then do it again because I don't trust one layer.
What are you doing? You got the monkey all snotted up.
Snotted up. We're making a mold today.
You should have waited till after dinner. I'd have made one with you.
You want to make a mold?
We could have made it a competition.
Oh, okay, here we go. This is like really
snotty.
I mean, I could think of other words. Gloopy is a good word. This is weird. You want to brush it on for me?
Nope, I'm going to eat.
Oh, I guess my dinner's ready, you guys. Early. Too early. This stuff is like... really...
How's that? Your man making you dinner. Made you a nice salad with bacon bits and cheese and cucumber and onions.
You're making everyone hungry.
Yeah, we spot right back there.
Oh, I noticed I showed him the candy from the UK. Guess who sent that?
Huh.
Barbara. I saw the name on it.
Barbara, like Colorado Barbara?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We haven't tasted it yet. This is, alright, it's starting to cure up really fast. And I'm not getting all these spots very good.
I don't know about that stuff.
Well, this is a review video, so we will be reviewing. It is really, really like setting up fast, you guys. So I guess if it's curing in 15 minutes, it has to set up this fast, but I don't think I could use any more out of the cup. It's just too thick. And I'm missing a piece back there. A little worried about that. Maybe I'll use my fingers because I don't think a brush is going to do it. I want it in all the nooks and crannies. Yeah, it's not on all the nooks and crannies, so I'm definitely gonna have to do this again. Which, I mean, I guess you would have to anyway. And I didn't get it down to make like a little lip. So I might be doing like 2 to 3 coats. We'll see. We got a lot down there. Okay, so yeah, it's not beautiful. But again, we might need practice. I'm trying to close in this gap around his neck so it's actually touching the piece. Okay, I gotta stop. It's too hard to work with. I guess I'm gonna go have dinner. I wonder how you clean this. Because silicone adheres to silicone. So I'm guessing alcohol to clean your brush off. I'll try it and I will let you know because I want to get it off my stick. I want to use my stick again because I don't think it's going to peel off of that stick. It would peel off this, or I don't think it would peel off the silicone unless it's a completely different type of silicone. All right, be back in 20 minutes. It's probably been at least 20 minutes. So picking it up, it's definitely cured. So what I'm seeing is I missed holes here, down here, over here, up under his chin. So I'm going to have to back here. I'm gonna have to probably pour it on quicker the next time and try to get it up under these spots. That's all I can think of doing. I might have to try this more than once. I did let this cure too to see if it peeled off, and I can't get it peeled off, so I'm soaking it in alcohol. So I probably just ruined that one. Although that didn't really help me at all. I'm thinking if I cut this which I'm gonna cut it because those were just a little bit too soft. I'm gonna do it over the, you know what, I'm gonna go cut this. I'm gonna mix up more so you don't have to watch all that. I'm gonna mix up probably the same amount that I did, and then we'll try to put it on again. I don't know, this is new to me. I totally forgot to put my gloves on, and it's too late to do it now, so I'm going to actually flip this little guy over. Whoa! I want to get it up in there as fast as I can while it's still pliable. Get it in all these little spots that I missed, and then I will worry about pouring it back over him. There's a little spot back there. I'm gonna end up with this all over my hands. It's not toxic or anything, it's just really like oily, sticky when you get silicone on you when it's wet. So yeah, I gotta push it up in there just so the mold is correct, that silicone's touching every piece of this little dude. And I think it is now. So I'm going to take it and put it over his head again because it's a really thin layer on his head. And I don't think that's going to hold resin as it is now. I mixed up the exact same amount, another 4 ounces. I'm just going to spread it all over him, but I do need to puddle it around him so I have a lip. I thought it would puddle on its own, but clearly it's way stickier than I ever imagined. So I do need a lip at the bottom here so we can hang him over a cup to fill it up with resin. I hope that makes sense. Let me just put a little bit more down there because there's not enough. So I'm guessing you need to make, if for a 3D object, you're going to need something on the bottom for that exact purpose. So I feel like I'm wasting this, but there's no other way around it. All right, I have the rest and I want to pour it over him before it gets too hard. I'm just kind of wrapping it around him because it's getting harder and harder. I can tell you, if you like to take your time, this is not the product for you. Like if you like to mix up resin, and like my friend Maria, she just likes to play around forever. And this is not, you can't do that with this. This is kind of like a step slower than the Eco Pores. So if you don't like to have to finish in 5 to 6 minutes, then you might want to mold your molds the other way. But if you don't have a mold housing, this is the perfect way, as long as I'm not making bubbles. That's all. That's what I want to see. If I'm not making bubbles, it'll be great. But if my piece is full of bubbles on the inside of this mold, see, I don't think I'm going to need much. I don't think I'm going to need any more on him. There's no more really in my cup I could get out. I didn't do too bad on my hands. I just want some over his eyes and his ear. And that, my friends, is that. I'll check it when 15 minutes. Let me see how this is doing. Yeah, I don't think it's coming off. So, not sure. Oh, I didn't even use this. I cut it and didn't even use it. It's not gonna come off. I don't know if there's a trick. I mean, you could probably get it off one by one. So I'm not sure. I would suggest to J Diction to get a plastic instead of a silicone, because silicone loves to stick to itself, and I don't think I'm going to be getting this off. I didn't clean it right away, and I'm not going to fight with it. It's been soaking in the alcohol the whole time, and that didn't break it down at all. which I didn't think it was going to, but I wanted to give it a try. All right, I'm gonna let this cure, get my hands cleaned up, walk my dogs, and then we'll unmold it. Just a few things I'm reading on this manual to let you know. The hardness is 15A. So it's not the softest, it's not the hardest. It says the full cure time is 10 to 15 minutes. So full cure time to me is ready to pour, because typically when I pour a mold with silicone, I let it cure 24 hours before I pour resin in it. But according to this, step 5, demolding, once the silicone is fully cured, and fully cured is 10 to 15 minutes, carefully remove the item from the mold and trim the edges. Your mold is now ready to use. So this is telling me that we can use this today to pour the resin. So we're going to try that, and we'll see if it actually is good or if it's not going to cure properly because it didn't sit 24 hours. It also says avoid whipping, of course, excessive air into the bubbles. It's very thick. Bubbles cannot be avoided. It says the surface may feel slightly sticky, which is normal. If the stickiness persists, extend the curing time and wait an additional 1 to 3 days. It wasn't sticky when I touched it earlier. Let's see what else it says. There's all kinds of things in here. There's certain things you can't use with it. It's called silicone poisoning, and it says during the curing process of silicone, contact with certain substances causes the surface to become sticky and not cured. And that does happen. Like if you make a piece with UV resin and you don't let that UV resin cure for days and days, sometimes weeks, and you pour silicone on it, it doesn't allow the silicone to cure. I've had that happen a few times. Also, it happens with certain glues that I found when I was making crystal molds. Certain glues don't allow silicone to cure. And as I'm standing here, it's getting harder and harder. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to look at it. I mean, it's only been 5 minutes. I haven't left my room yet. I just want to make sure everything's tucked. I mean, I see a million bubbles in here. So I'm so curious. Everything is covered on this little guy, so I'm not going to put a third coat on. I don't think it's necessary. But I am going to let it it's not sticky. I mean, it's definitely cured, but we'll get it off. I'm going to wait about 20-30 minutes, and we're going to pour a little monkey today and see how it turns out. Okay, be right back. Well, I have to mix up more. You know why? Well, 2 things. 1, don't use parchment paper because I could not get it off. I still can't get it off. I was like literally ripping pieces of parchment off, and I thought that was going to be like easy to pull off. When I did finally get it off and pulled all the paper, I have big holes down here on the bottom. So that's why I'm mixing up some more. And I'm going to have to flip this upside down, which is what we're going to do. This is not the best cup. So I just mixed up a tiny little bit more. Now I need to get it down in here and start the curing process over again. I thought I was getting ready to pour resin right now, but the silicone does not have the whole animal encased. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's got a nice large hole right down in here. So I'm just going to kind of squash it in there the best that I can. And then recure. The good thing about this is it's only another 15 to 20 minutes. And I think what I'm going to do, because if you put your heat mat, oh, there's some next to his foot too. I'm going to put my heat mat on, and that's going to give this silicone a really, really good cure quickly. That way, I don't have to worry if it's going to ruin the resin. It shouldn't ruin the resin, but we're still going to try it and find out. So let me get this cured. I'm going to cover it up, get some heat on it, get that done. I still have a tiny bit left, but I don't think I need it anywhere else. Well, there's a little tiny hole right there. So this can, like the direction says, keep filling as needed, and I guess this means that. All right, let me do that and I will try to unmold this with you. I don't know, it's a pretty stiff, it's 15A, but I don't know. I'm curious to see the inside, to see if there's bubbles on the actual piece. I had it on the heat mat for an hour. So hopefully it is fully cured. I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing, but I don't have any more holes in it. So let's see if I can even unmold this. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them out without cutting it, to be honest with you guys. And this is not that big of a piece. It didn't say on the, let me look on this paper if there is a size limit. I don't see a size limit, and I can't get this guy out. I'm gonna have to split this just to get him out. And this is about 3 inches tall. Let me just get a ruler so I know for sure. Because I do not want you to make the same mistake. He is 3.5 inches tall. And to be honest, like 2 inches wide without all this silicone around him. And I don't think I do not want to break this piece. This is the only one that I have like this. And I don't see me getting this out. It's just 15A is really, oh, maybe I can. Hang on. The problem is if I pour it with resin, okay, is it gonna let me peel it backwards is a question. Oh my gosh. Guys, I give real reviews. I don't sugarcoat anything for anybody. It doesn't matter who sends it to me. I want you to know what you're getting into. Or you can make adjustments if you buy it. Make it into smaller pieces. I really want to get my little guy out here. I'm trying to push him out from the top. I might have to wait till tomorrow and have Dawn help me. Let me work on this for a while and let me see if I can get it out. I so far got him this far. I sprayed some alcohol in there as if it was resin. Okay, oh my gosh, I got him out. Thank you, Jesus. I did not want to mess up this guy. That's my original. Okay, so we got this mold. Do I dare? Do I dare? Now I got ink on it. Do I dare pour it? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I have to cut it open because I really want to see if bubbles formed inside of the mold. So we're going to go ahead and pour this. It can't take more than 3 or 4 ounces. So let me kind of come up with a color scheme. Let me see if this is going to sit. And I'm going to trim some of this. We don't need that big of a lip around it. Just trim. You could trim any silicone with scissors. It's so easy. Okay. So, yeah, I think that'll do. That'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna mix up some epoxy. Let me figure out a few colors that we can blend together. And let's make ourselves a little monkey.
Under neon light, I strike my pose. Diamond shimmer, head to toe.
Finally, time to pour some resin. So I've got 4 ounces mixed up, about 1.5 ounces in each of these. I don't know, 1.25 ounces. I'm going to mix clear, the new Saya brown pigment that I got in Happy Mail, and my favorite wheat color. So let's leave the 1 ounce of clear, and we're going to mix these. I don't really want that resin in my bottle. We're gonna put a decent amount. I ran out of the pigment paste I made and I haven't had a chance to make more, so I'm gonna use my powder and just mix it up really good. We're gonna layer it, and then I will probably go in when he comes out with some acrylic paints to finish him off, get his face painted. And this one's probably gonna be a boy. I'm not sure. We shall see when he comes out what he looks like. Make sure you mix your mica powders good. I feel like a broken record when I say that, but there's always new people watching, so I want to make sure that they see or hear everything new. Let me get that. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna scrape that into my cup if I don't make a huge mess. And we'll see how the Saya mica, or not mica, pigment paste works. I like their mica powders. I have a couple of them. I have the kit of the chrome, and I have that mermaid one from them. And that was plenty enough. I am going to throw this through the vacuum chamber, although, I mean, that mixer from Let's Resin rarely leaves many bubbles at all, but you just never know. I don't want to blame it on my mixing. I mean, I don't want to blame it on the mold having bubbles in the silicone, so let's give it the best chance we have and get all these bubbles out before we pour it.
Glitz and glitter, I'm a shining flame, dancing through the stars, they know my name.
Got the mold in the cup. It is secured. Whether it's level or not, probably not, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. So I'm gonna spray some alcohol down in there just because he's got a lot of nooks and crannies. We're gonna start with a little bit of clear, just a little, and then whoops, the wheat, and I'm just gonna layer my colors just like that and hope and pray 4 ounces is gonna be enough. And it probably will be. I always get nervous. Let's hope we can see both colors and that this dark brown doesn't take over. I guess we're gonna find out when I get it full if it's the level or not. We'll see. Oh, 4 ounces is gonna be really close. Let's get this in first. I have a feeling he's gonna be dark brown. Oh no, I'm gonna be short. No. We could always do that rock thing so we don't have to mix up an ounce. I mean, I don't need an ounce, I need a quarter. Maybe if I scrape. We'll put it this way. The video's not going to be 3 hours long with extras because I don't have any. It's going to take exactly the 4 ounces. What a great guess. And it's just barely off level. I really don't know how to fix that at this point. That's the one thing I see wrong with this type of mold, is how do you prop it? That's the question. See, this foot's gonna be filled before the other foot. I don't know, I think, my honest opinion about it, I think it's good for small pieces, smaller flat pieces. I think they should use a softer silicone. But this part right here is the part I don't like. The fact that my mold is not going to be level. I think I got it. It's exactly filled exactly to the top. Yeah, I think they're squeaking, but I'm not a company. It's just my personal opinion, so I don't know what's best. I'm just saying today's experience wasn't great. It needs a little more instruction. I'd say if you have a piece of glass or acrylic or something to put this on when you're molding it, so you don't have all this paper stuck. I'm just trying to level it, and I don't know that it's gonna happen. I think that'll be good. Okay, let's just leave it and walk away. And I think we're only gonna see the dark brown, so I think I'm gonna have to lighten him up a lot, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, Michelle. Let's just let him cure and see what he gives us. It's the next day. I let it cure overnight. I did not use the heat mat on it, so let's see if we can unmold this any easier. I doubt it's gonna be any easier than the other piece, but we're gonna give it a try. I really hope I didn't end up with one color brown, and I'm pretty sure I probably did. I'm probably gonna have to speed you up through this process because it's too, in my opinion, I mean, this is just my opinion, but I think the silicone is the wrong hardness for something like this. When I make 3D molds, I use the softest silicone that they make that I can buy, which is 0A. And then there's 15A, which is this one, and then there's 30A, and I think there's a 50A. So each higher the number, then the harder it gets, and I'm pretty sure this was not the best choice. But again, oh my gosh, I'm not the expert, I'm just the one using it. Let's pull it out. Okay, so we got it out. Okay, let me look. I mean, it's definitely able to flip over. I would say use them on smaller pieces. Let me look. So I put it through the vacuum chamber. There are some bubbles in it, and it's very hard for me to know if it was, that piece didn't work out good. It looks like I was missing some silicone there. There's some issues with it. I was missing some silicone there. There's a bubble there. I don't know. Yeah, there's imperfections in the mold. It's not perfect. There's an imperfection here by his arm. That shouldn't be there. This all should not be here at all. That should not be there. So that should not be here. I don't know. If I chose the wrong thing, this should not be here. So there's a lot of imperfections in this mold. This whole piece here should not be there. That should not be there. So I'm not even going to finish this piece. There's too much to fix on this. So here's the back. Let me just show you. Here's the back. So this part never got filled in with silicone to block all that. So that's wrong. This here on the side of the tail should not be there. Here inside of the arm, that should not be there. Right here in the leg, shouldn't be there. Lots in the center here, right there. Let me grab a little poker stick. Right here. All this is not right. This here, right here is not right. This piece. So guys, I'm sorry to say, J Diction, this is not a product that I can use to make molds. This here, this whole piece wasn't filled in. This piece here But I have to be honest. I mean, this is my experience. I don't want you guys buying something. I mean, you obviously can get it. I would say maybe this mold is too intricate, but I thought that it wasn't, and that's why I chose it. But, yeah, he'll probably go in a smash pile and be filled in other resin just because it's too much. It's too much for me to fix and cover. I can't cover everything on this one. Well, guys, I hope you learned something. I'll try it again. They sent me 2 boxes of this stuff. I used half of the bottle, so it's filled halfway right now to do that mold. So I can't use this mold again because it's not correct. So I don't know. Guys, make your own determination on what I just did. Maybe do it on something a lot less intricate. I wish he would have came out because he is quite cute and I really wanted to finish him. But instead he's going to get a hammer to him. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry I couldn't finish the piece, but tomorrow is going to be awesome. I will see you then. We're going to unbox some into resin molds. I'm so excited. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Silicone dreams with a shiny gleam, crafted by hands in a sparkling theme. Glitz and glitter with a magic twist, turning resin into a jungle bliss. Monkey swinging on a crystal vine in a resin world where the colors shine. Glassy bananas and a shimmered tree. It's a jungle party, wild and free. Glitz and glitter, it's a crafty spree. Molding magic like a fantasy. Monkeys laughing in the resin grove. With every mold, our art involves. For the resin, let the magic flow to the molds where the monkeys grow. Glassy tails and their cheeky grins in this jungle